back to my channel, and this is my new logo of my channel, that is the Study Beast. So in this video tutorial I'll be discussing regarding the PCY solved problem. In my previous video I discussed regarding the PCY algorithm and the main memory map, how it works in the main memory, the computer memory. So today in this video I'll be discussing regarding how to solve a problem based on the PCY. So stay tuned to watch this video and to solve how easily you can solve this problem in two pass, that is pass 1 and pass 2, which you can see in the previous video. So let's start. So in this there are 5 transaction IDs which are given, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is you can call it as serial number or transaction IDs, and the minimum support here it is given as 2. Minimum support is basically the threshold value where we have to drop down, or we don't have to count the items while considering it into the item set. So these are the items that is given for transaction ID. It is 134, for 2 it is 235, 3 it is 1235, and for 4 it is 25. So this and this comprises of the pass 1 of the PCY algorithm. So let us start for how to solve this problem. So in the second step we have to design this table based on the item set and the support while ruling out this minimum support. So let us first go one by one, that is item set, that is for first item, for second item, for third item, for fourth item and for fifth item. Next we see this table, that is for the item 1, how many times the item 1 has been occurred. So in the item set 1, that is 1 has occurred 1, 2. So 2 times the support is basically for one item is 2. And for second, that is 2, 2, 2. So it is 3. And for 3 it is 1, 2, 3. And for 4 it is only 1. And for 5 it is also 3. So this makes this table, that is the item set and the support. Next we move on to the transaction tables, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, elongated version of this one. So in this we'll construct this transaction ID table based upon their pair. So in my previous video, that is based on the algorithm, I have discussed how to calculate or how to collaborate it in a pair and then count for each of the items. So in this we'll go step by step. That is for transaction 1, that is T1, we'll count the pair. That is first we'll take 1 3, 1 4 and 3 4. It will be 1 3, 1 4 and 3 4. Next we'll determine how many times 1 3, 1 4 and 3 4 has been occurred. So 1 3 has occurred 1 and 2. So it will be 2. The count of this will be 2. And 1 4 has been occurred only once it is, and it is a semicolon. And 3 4 has been occurred only once. So this makes the T1. Next we move to the T2, that is 2 3, 2 5 and 3 5. 2 3, 2 5 and 3 5. 2 3, 2 5 and 3 5. So 2 3 has occurred only twice, 2 5 has occurred once and twice and thrice, and 3 5 has occurred once, twice. So likewise you have to fill this table. Now for T3, that is we have 1 2, 1 3, 1 5, 1 2, 1 3, 1 5, 2 3, 2 5, 2 3, 2 5, and we have 3 5. Next we have to count this. 3 5 we can see this, that is 2. 2 5 we can see, that is 2. 2 5 that is 3, I'm sorry. 2 3 it is 2. 1 5 we haven't counted 1 5, that is 1 5 is there only once, and 1 3 is there twice, and 1 2 is there 1 2 we haven't counted 1 2. 1 2 is also once. Next we move on to T4, that is 2 5. 2 5 we have already computed here, that is 3. So this makes the transaction 1 to transaction number 4. So this is the pass 1 of the PCY algorithm. Next we design the final table, that is for pass 2 after converting it into the main memory map. So this is based upon the hash function that we apply to this. So applying hash function, after applying the hash function, we get the bucket. We get the bucket and count of these items. That is, in bucket how many elements are there? That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 items are there. And you have to count from this how many of this count is there for each of the bucket. That is for 1. 1 has occurred how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 2 has occurred 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 times. 3 has occurred, that is 1 and 2. Yeah, that is there. And 4 is there. 3 is there. 1, 2 and 3. I'm sorry, this is 3. And 4, I can't see any 4. And 5 also, I can't see any 5. So this is the final table for this PCY algorithm. Means it has successfully distributed into buckets, and for each bucket we have given the count for each of the elements in the bucket. So this is how the frequent item set mining in PCY algorithm is done in big data analytics. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching this video.